Peace, family. I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to memorize your poem, your rap song, or anything that you might have to present. And stay to the end because I got a bonus one, my favorite one at the end. My name is ABE. I'm an award-winning spoken word poetry artist, hip-hop performer, educator, and activist. The first tip, when you're looking to memorize your piece, you're going to want to read it aloud, not to yourself in your mind, because if you read it in your head, you're going to get distracted by all the different things that might be going on. It'll become very monotonous and robotic just reading it. But if you read it aloud, you're going to have to pay more attention, even if it's subtly, to the words that you're saying and to your environment around you. Number 2, if you have your piece printed or if it's on your phone, what you're going to want to do is, if it's broken up into stanzas or into pieces, you're going to want to cover part of it and read up until the part that you know, with the rest covered, and just kind of, when you forget, take a sneak peek at the next word to see if it triggers or reminds you. And if a word's too short, just kind of like the next line to see if it reminds you of the next phrase. And you just keep going through the poem until you get through to the end, and then you begin through the top all over again, going through your head, just looking at the top of it and the tails, the last part of that stanza or that piece, until you get through it. Number 3, this one is going to be physically writing your piece from the beginning to the very end. What's really important and makes this powerful is that you write a lot slower than you think. So as you're slowly writing it, your mind is going to be thinking about the next line. And as you're catching up to your thoughts, writing it out, you're going to help yourself memorize. After this line comes the next line. I know the next word, the next rhyming part, or the next idea. And if you get stuck in writing it out, you can go back to step number 2, the head and tails, and it'll get you closer to finishing the next few lines. Number 4, if it's on paper or in your phone, highlight a few words. Now, the words that you're gonna highlight are the ones that you wanna charge with an emotion. So for example, in one of my videos, I have people practicing saying, I love you. If you say I love you with a sad tone, it's a lot differently than if you say it happily. So if you say, I love you, it's different than I love you. And all those different emotions are going to help you remember your poem on an emotional level. Number 5, what you're going to want to do is to physicalize some of those words. So the same way in step 4 you highlighted some words and it helped you remember the emotion, if you physically move with it, with an action, you're going to slowly start memorizing your piece physically. And that's going to help you get your poem or your piece more memorized into your body. And the bonus, my favorite tool to helping you memorize your piece, is this one. Go outside in public. If you can go on a cross street, even better, where there's a bunch of people walking, talking, and moving, where people can distract you, and you're gonna go through your piece from the top of it, from the very beginning to the end. And as you go through your piece, all the people distracting you, walking by, looking at you on their cell phone, kind of looking strangely, if you can go through your piece with all of those distractions, you're gonna have it perfectly memorized for when it's time for you to perform it. So you've got those 5 tips. The first one is reading it aloud. Number 2 is the head and tails of your poem. Number 3, you're gonna physically write it over and over again. Number 4, you're gonna emotionally charge some word. And number 5, you're gonna physicalize it so that it's in your body physically and emotionally. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please check out my link in the bio. You can buy my album or a single for just $1. I appreciate all the likes, the comments, sharing it. Please follow for some more videos on poetry, writing, hip hop, and spoken word. Peace, y'all.